Here's an example. I'm going to pre-frame this by saying, so one of the greatest entrepreneurs of modern times was Steve Jobs. Obviously, he's passed away now. However, Steve Jobs grew Apple into a company that was very unique because it was all based on principle. And everything he did was based on principle. So Steve Jobs, when he talked about the new Apple computer, he didn't say, "Oh, it's got this much memory and the processor is this and it's this much speed and it can do this," versus it was all about principle. It was all about having a unique experience. It was all about solving people's problems when it came to working on computers or working online. It was all about what's in it for them. And I think that really applies to chiropractic so much. And the fact that if we can base everything we do on principle as opposed to what we're doing and what we're, the process of the how we're going to get them better. But and I'll tell you this from experience too, is that we had a lot, like Brantford was a very impoverished area. So we attracted a lot of people on welfare. There was a tremendous homeless population, and we actually had people with no homes coming in to see us. And we had a minimum standard of what we were delivering, and that was $125 a week. And we would do that for people that could show or prove to us that they were somewhat impoverished. But there were conditions in the fact that they, first of all, knew why they were there, and they would refer other people. They would never miss an appointment without at least phoning. Because I'm going to tell you, most of the homeless people had cell phones. Like, so they had money. It was just a principle and priority thing. So our goal is to make sure that we explained to every single person that was there how serious the condition of subluxation was, and that if it was unkept or uncared for, untreated, if you will, that it's getting worse. So people knew that this is not a thing that they can put as a low priority in their life, and they knew that this is a thing that they had to find the means to do it. We'll be fair. There has to be fair exchange, but they knew that. So, and I think in doing that, it was great because it gave a lot of people the motivation and the incentive to do that. So I would say in your situation, those people that, the guy that bounced the rent check or whatever, and anybody who's telling you they can't afford it, it's not that they don't have the money for it, it's that they don't have the incentive, or they don't have the priority uh, in range to put their health and their life ahead of other things that they spend money on. And that's all it comes down to, in my opinion. And I can, again, say that from experience.